How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Wolves European Dream. It is very much still a dream at the moment because we're approaching towards the end of the season now. We need to really keep our form going if we want to get back into Europe for next season. Be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. But just the two games to recap over, a little bit of news, and then a huge couple of games in today's episode. So in our first game back since the win in the last episode, we played up against Newcastle United and got a massive 4-1 win away from home. Matheus Vargas opened the scoring. He played in the middle of an attacking midfield three in the Newcastle game. Vinicius Jr. continued his fantastic form, scoring in the 14th and 16th minute to send us 3 up within the first 16 minutes. Newcastle did get one back. Ex-Wolves man Jack Grealish tumbled one in, but then Timo Werner put the game to bed in the 92nd minute to give us a fantastic 4-1 win. We then continued our form. We beat Southampton 2-1. We took the lead through a Nicholas Nkulu own goal. Henrik Mkhitaryan did level up the game for Southampton just before half-time, but Timo Werner with a late penalty winning the game. But look at the stats, guys. 31 shots to their one. Their one shot, and it took us till the 82nd minute to get the winner, which was a little bit frustrating, but fantastic little run of form we're on at the moment. As you can see, a little asterisk there by the Arsenal name because they offered us a job interview. I think I spoke about it in the last episode. They were managerless, and they did offer us the job. Currently in charge now. Have they brought anyone in? Thomas Tuchel is their new manager. So he's been without a club or whatever for the last 2 years. So they're going to be hoping they can sort of hit the ground running now a little bit towards the end of the season because it's very, very close. I think because Spurs have got Europa League, if somebody else wins the FA Cup in the top 6, I think it will drop to 7th place, so we could get it, which would be huge. But obviously we've got to finish 7th, and we're up against Arsenal and Chelsea to do that because we're still a massive 10 points behind Spurs. Today we're against Liverpool, top of the league, and Chelsea. They are both huge games for us today. Let's jump into this game against Liverpool and let's see how we can get on. It's going to be massive. So then here are the teams for today's game. And this is probably the first time I've been a little bit concerned about us playing quite attacking, the gegenpress like tactic. But Timo Werner will start up front again. Vinicius Jr., Vargas and Traore have been all fantastic as a front four. Then Donker will sit in the middle with Elenia, with Arana, Mitrovic, Kaletikar and Aarons at the back with Patricio as captain in goal. Liverpool playing a 4-1-2-3, a front three of Mane, Firmino and Salah. That's almost been unchanged for the last couple of seasons. Oxlade-Chamberlain will sit in the middle with Kovacic and Coquelin just in behind. Gulam, Nacho, Matip and Calabria make up the back four with Alisson in goal. No Van Dijk. I don't know if he's moved on, but assertively, let's go and tell him to get revenge. Always tends to do quite well, and it's going to be a huge game for us today against Liverpool. Top of the league at the moment. Top of the league by some margin, and this is going to be a huge game. And I think, as I say, I am a little bit concerned about us playing this pressing tactic, but because they've got sort of a defensive midfielder, it might work for us a little bit because they are sort of being a little bit more cautious. So it'll be interesting to see how we can get on. Quiet start to the game and no real opportunities as of yet. But as you can see, Liverpool have had just the one shot to our 6. But we're just over half an hour in and not many chances are being created. Right, we've got thrown in there in the final third there. And it's flicked on here to Vinicius Jr. Comes out back to Vargas and Vinicius Jr. hits the post. Well, he's been on a fantastic run of form recently, hasn't he? And really, really settled into this team now. I was talking about sort of just a few episodes ago how we'd spent so much money on him and we just couldn't get him going. But his goal scoring form recently has been fantastic, and there's no surprise to our upturn in form. And he's hit the post there as he gets a booking as well. But right on half time, Vargas is dispossessed. Coquelin here. Vargas still going. Fantastic run. Oh, what a goal. Matheus Vargas. Well, he could have pulled the trigger 3 or 4 touches before he scored. But that was fantastic by Matheus Vargas. He dispossesses Gulam. And the run of Timo Werner may have dragged 1 or 2. But look at this. Fantastic run and fantastic finish from Matheus Vargas. Someone who we've waited a long, long time to get the work permit for. But it's certainly been worth it. And what a way to go into half-time. 10 shots to Liverpool's 2. Full dominance at the moment. Of course, it's been fairly quiet up until that goal. Let's go passionate. Let's tell them we're happy with that. And hopefully we can go into the second half with more of the same, because this would be a huge victory for us. So just looking at a couple of changes, 25 minutes to go now in the game. We're going to bring Dendoncker off for Neves. And just looking at the two centre halves, I'm booking Vinicius Junior on a booking as well. I'm going to bring Malcolm on for Vinicius Junior as well. The final change is going to be Divock Origi on for Timo Werner, who's been certainly quieting down a little bit this second half of the season, hasn't he? But is there a chance for Liverpool here? Neves wins the header. Vargas couldn't quite get it rid. And Naby Keita, great tackle by Alenya. Look at the room now on the right for Adama Traore. And look at the space on the opposite flank. If Adama can find it, he's going to run all the way down to the byline. He'll cross it in. Good power. Malcolm, it's 2. What a goal. What a run from Adama Traore. And what a strike that is by Malcolm. With 9 minutes to go, we double our lead. But fantastic again. What a goal again. Really, really fantastic counter-attacking football. And what a strike that was by Malcolm. First time on the volley across the goal. And 82 minutes gone. It's Wolves 2, Liverpool 0. Goulan with a throw-in. Oh, and again, very similar to our first goal there. But they did get away with that. Gerard Moreno across to Mo Salah. Mo Salah now. Coletta Carr, great header. Iran, a good header. And off we go again. Vargas here. Starting the counter-attack. And Divock Origi's in. And Origi scores. Oh, yes. 7th of the season for Divock Origi, who's come off the bench and put this game to bed. Fantastic. Vargas there brought it down. And just slots it in towards Divock Origi, who just smashes it home past Alisson. And he's taken that extremely well. It's Wolves 3, Liverpool 0. And we're coming towards now the last moments of this game. And what a victory. Quite a surprising game. I thought we'd really struggle in this one. But it's given us a fantastic cushion ahead of Chelsea and Arsenal. And definitely puts a little bit less pressure on the game against Chelsea, to be honest. But full dominance since changing to this 4-2-3-1. Teams are finding it very difficult to break us down. But going forward with the counter-attacking style, we've been very good as well. All 3 goals, fantastic. The first goal, all through the hard work of Mateus Vargas. The second goal, all through the hard work of Adama Traore, but a tremendous finish from Malcolm. And the third goal as well. Lovely ball through to Origi, who took it fantastically well. And there's the full-time whistle. What a game overall. Mateus Vargas picks up man of the match on an 8.7. But overall, fantastic victory. Full dominance. And we can go into the game against Chelsea now. So then we're here for the game against Chelsea. And just one change for us. Unfortunately, Adama Traore got injured in training, so Malcolm comes in for him. But Chelsea starts in the same formation that Liverpool did, actually. With Hazard, Pulisic and Morata as a front three. Kante will sit in the middle with João Felix and Varane just in behind them. Christensen and Rudiger as the centre-backs. Benjamin Mendy and Azpilicueta as the full-backs. And Kepa in goal. Well, a fantastic performance last time out. And hopefully we can continue that into this game and continue our winning run. And I'm hoping that we can get a fantastic victory again. As you can see, Spurs have jumped into the top 4 there. Wolves, we're 8 points behind Man City at the moment. We just got to continue to win games, continue to close the gap. Chelsea with a throw-in into Pulisic, who heads it back to Azpilicueta, into João Felix. He'll cross it in, good ball towards Hazard. And he hits the side net in. Early chance for Chelsea, who really need to win this game. But obviously our win against Liverpool does put a little bit of pressure off us here. Here's Azpilicueta on the ball to Pulisic again. Pulisic now dispossessed by Vinicius Junior. Back to Coletta Carr. And all the way back to Rui Patricio. Options left and right here. Patricio comes out his goal a fair way and finds Coletta Carr into Mitrovic again. Just holding on to the ball here. Into Carlos Alenya. Back to Mitrovic. Option on the left is Vinicius Junior, and he'll find Vinicius Junior, who can bring the ball forward now. And he'll lay it off to Timo Werner, who slots it home. Number 31 for Timo Werner. And what a goal that was. Just pure patience in the play. Just keeping the ball. And a great ball through from Vinicius Junior, who just slides it through to the German international, who does not take up opportunities like that. And he scores. And take up opportunities? No. Not take up opportunities like that. That's probably the better phrase for it. Well, unfortunately, we've got an injury. Vinicius Junior injured. Potential knee injury, which never bodes well. But we have got Javi Ontiveros, who is, of course, a good member for us last season. Not really had much game time this season, but always looking forward to seeing him play. Mendy dispossesses Malcolm, but we've got two wingers now playing that weren't playing in our last game and haven't played for a while. So it'll be interesting to see how they can get on. Pulisic loses out. Ontiveros actually beats him, which is always nice. Alenya now. Just over half an hour gone, and are we going to see this lovely patient play again? Long ball cut out by Rudiger. Vargas won it back, and here's Ontiveros again. Alenya. Room on the right for Malcolm. Is Mitrovic going to find him? It's searching ball. Mendy heads it, and it's not a very good defensive header. He'll find Malcolm again. Lovely ball in. Rudiger half cleared, only as far as Ontiveros, who goes down. Kante, he's well, it's like pinball around the area at the moment. We still got possession here somehow. Malcolm goes for a curler. And I think it hits the top of the bar and goes out. Not far away, but putting real pressure on Chelsea at the moment. 35 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go till half-time, and we're still 1-0 up. Well, there we go. Half-time. Another good performance by us, to be honest. And bossing the game. Chelsea had a half chance through Hazard early doors. And as you can see there, our noisy neighbours, West Brom, doing us a little bit of a favour in beating Arsenal at the moment. Again, passionately, I'm going to say I'm happy because we're playing two fantastic sides here and really taking the game to them. And we're playing some fantastic football this game. Lovely little bit of possession. Of course, just the one shot on target at the moment. It'd be good if we can start knocking the door and putting a few more into the back of the net. He's Pulisic here and plays it short into Hazard. To Pulisic again. No one really closing him down. Gave him far too much room, and Morata will smash it into the near post. And Alvaro Morata hits double figures for the season. Number 10 for him. And just over 10 minutes gone in this second half, and that was poor by us. Just allowed them a little bit too much room, and Pulisic just gives it on a plate to him. I think it's these two here, Alenya and Mitrovic, who just weren't quite quick enough in stopping that attack. Throw in here for us. Aarons, back to Alenya. Into Leander Dendoncker, back to Alenya again. Dendoncker, nice short pass in here. Malcolm will whip this across to Arana. Arana ball in. Here's Ontiveros. Oh, and it's gone in somehow. Kepa won't believe it. But Ontiveros has hit it and smashed it home with just over 15 minutes to go. Coming off the bench in the first half for Vinicius Jr. But that left-hand side has given us some great form. Arana did well with his initial ball. Rudiger's header was straight to Ontiveros. And Kepa will be disappointed not to keep it out. But we'll take that. 75 minutes gone. We're back ahead here against Chelsea. Well, we're into stoppage time. Chelsea coming forward here. Header and goal. Oh, it's gone in. And Morata will claim it. And it's his second goal of the game. Right at the death. And that is annoying. But, as I said, a point is still good for us. And it was Morata there. Patricio would have had it covered otherwise. We're going to jump up to attacking for the last couple of minutes. But I suppose 4 points out of these last two games is nothing to be sniffed at. And we're coming up towards the end of the game here. And Chelsea will be happy to, they've come from behind twice. There may be one more chance here. Ontiveros, maybe not. Slices it wide. And Chelsea 2, Wolves 2 is going to be the final result here. A little bit more pressure put on the top six. And our unbeaten run does continue. We'll tell them we're unlucky not to grab all 3 points there. So then, Vinicius Jr. unfortunately out for 3 to 4 weeks, which means we may not see him now until the end of the season. But we're going to come back for the double live com for the next episode, the last episode of the season, Manchester City and Burnley. So we've got 3 games in the meantime. We'll take on Palace, who are really struggling. It looks like they may be relegated this season. Everton, who are in the top 4, and West Ham are in the top 4. So it is a difficult ending to the season for us. But be sure to hit the like button down below, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know what you thought about today's results. Can we get European football? Or is it just going to be one of those days? Until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.